Hi YouTube, hello there. We are going to be watching right now the Wile E Coyote versus Tomcat, Looney Tunes, and versus Tom and Jerry. Wait a minute, is this Tom and Jerry? So both of them combined? Ooh, I thought it was just going to be just Tom. But wait a minute, why is the word like Wile E Coyote? Why is there no Roadrunner in the same title? By the way, I sound kind of sick, but I'm all here for the argument and for the logistics of all this stuff. Actually, this is going to be one of the most craziest battles of all time. It better be. This is a Toon Force versus Toon Force. This is basically two OP characters like battling each other. It is cartoon versus cartoon, and it's gonna be. Honestly, I don't even know the outcome of this. I have no bias. I grew up with both of these cartoons. These were the first cartoons that I watched when I was very young. Yes, I am that old. I watched this on local television, and I watched this on cable TV like back in the day. That's how old I am. Oh my goodness. The winner is Acme Corporation. Corporate greed is the winner. Who could have thought? Isn't that a spoiler? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the well wishes. I hope that I'm doing well. Oh, the One Piece. Yeah, we are never gonna let down the Popeye versus Saitama situation, which is crazy that Popeye can win. Because Toon characters have like a stupid ability that they can just like break the fourth wall or just become whatever and not die. They can like literally manifest into whatever. Like Popeye can get out of the script and slap the creator, be like, "Hey, draw this better," and then get back in it, and then be like, "Okay, that's the real power up, I suppose." So yeah, let's just watch this. Fight time!
Wile E Coyote, the fastest and furriestest of the Looney Tunes.
How's the audio?
Tomcat, the powerhouse pussycat from Tom and Jerry.
The fans voted for it, and we're here to deliver.
The fan votes for this? Hell yeah! I think the fans know what's going on. I think the fans know what's going on because it's Toon versus Toon. How are they gonna evaluate this? I wonder. Also, I watched so much about both. I have more memories of Tom and Jerry. I don't even know which one I have more memories of. I think so too. I think Tom and Jerry was more on my TV than Wile E Coyote. Because isn't Wile E Coyote like kind of like a spin-off of like the entire like package of Looney Tunes? But then again, there's like so many movies and so many games and all that stuff. What kind of media are they gonna use for these characters? Also, Tom and Jerry's in like comic books. I do not like modern day Tom and Jerry. They keep milking the hell out of it. There's like a billion like Tom and Jerry movies, and they all suck ass. For some reason, they never did a good one. This is the Battle 21. It was worth the wait. That's the 21 winner. Yeah, this one's been waiting for it's been teased for quite a while, actually. It lost the charm for sure.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In tales told over a shimmering campfire by the tribespeople of North America, there was no figure so cunning,
it's not
so
a brutal
bold as Coyote. To the Miwok, he was a Prometheus who stole fire from the heavens to give to humanity.
I've actually seen like wild coyotes, and they are kind of cute.
To the Sewetmuk, he was a foolish trickster who could die and return to life.
And to the Brothers Warner, he's just a poor dumb schmuck who can't catch a break.
To this day, the great coyote stalks the American Southwest, hunting his
Holy smokes.
indefatigable prey, the Roadrunner. And this modern Wile E Coyote is driven by a ruthless entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, and it drove him straight off a cliff. He'll chase that bird-shaped happily ever after to his own inevitable undoing. Such is the lot of the common man.
You might not expect it from an anthropomorphic
He's gonna
canine
follow.
Job, but Wile E was born the son of world-famous hunter Cage E Coyote. His father raised him from infancy to hound his
Oh my god, I'm having a whiplash of nostalgia seeing the baby Looney Tunes and all that stuff. Not that I liked it, but it was so much on my TV with my family. It's insane. Lore for the Wile E Coyote, which is very impressive, and more people don't even know about this kind of things. And you see also Coyote in the wild? Hell yeah. It's kind of spooky to see. Oh my god! For once, one time I thought it was a freaking dog.
avian adversary and forbade him to speak until he tasted victory. On the face, an easy task. Coyotes are incredibly adaptable predators, capable of hunting in both rural and urban environments.
They're also speedy little demons. They can sprint at up to 43 miles per hour, though that's cold comfort when that blue meeping bastard can make beams of light look stone still or outrun a car that was moving fast enough to travel through time.
Frankly, it's incredible that Wile E manages to consistently keep up with his prey at all, but he does.
They already mentioned the speed through time. This thing is faster than Flash already, I think, or something.
No, really, it's actually stated that only a, quote, tiny little extra burst of speed separates the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Heck, Bugs Bunny himself needed to take super speed supplements in order to move fast enough to outrun Wile E.
But
Steroid,
almost
Bugs
as
Bunny.
fast isn't fast enough.
Yo, all cartoons are wild. Like there was a Wild West of cartoon propaganda. There's one clip, I don't wanna quote it, but if you know, you know. It was like, oh, here's like Bugs Bunny fighting a war. It's like war propaganda or something like that, or just like battles on the West, and you know, things of that usual nature, being like, oh yeah, here's here's like Bugs Bunny like shooting down like Indians and stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Fortunately, Wile E's got an endless assortment of gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make up the difference.
Daffy Duck
He's
Germany.
got your classics like Dynamite, Anvil.
Isn't there's also, I'm thinking about it. It's not Daffy Duck. It's no. It's not Daffy. It's Donald Duck. Donald Duck having a nightmare that he was like working in Nazi Germany. This is probably gonna be like hella demonetized just by saying the word. It's insane. Yeah, it was Donald. It was Donald going, "Hail Hitler!" Damn, I can't. My throat hurts. Look at all this. Oh my god. Arsenal for Wile E Coyote. Conventional weaponry, tools, special equipment. I am not reading any of that. What the fuck? It is so much. I think I read more the Gurren Lagann weaponry than this. It's so insane. It was legit wartime efforts. There was so much going on. The food propaganda. There was so many cartoons being used for all this stuff. Is crazy.
And spring-loaded boxing
Just a
gloves,
jump in.
along with heavier artillery like heat-seeking missiles, a 10 billion volt electromagnet, and a friggin' trebuchet, a Reddit favorite.
Many of which he invented himself and uses in excruciatingly detailed schemes that inevitably go awry. Despite being a self-described super...
You know what I like about these cartoons? It's like how unhinged they were back in the day. It's like, oh yeah, the dynamite looks cartoony. But once in a while, the character just gets so pissed off, and they're like, "I'm not even gonna use a trap. I'm just picking up a gun and trying to blow your head out." That's what Tom and Jerry in a nutshell.
Genius, Wile E has an officially measured IQ of 3.
That's the same IQ as a cactus.
Okay, the test results were fake, but he's still an idiot.
So why not let a soulless corporation do that?
That is absolute bullshit. You cannot tell me that Wile E Coyote is an idiot. Have you never seen, what is that one cartoon? The one with the angsty Looney Tunes. Oh my god, I'm forgetting the one where they put them all edgy and the lunatics. Wile E Coyote was the brainiac of the team. No, not Tiny Toons. We can get into that debate later. But and also, yeah, he was a fucking college professor at Tiny Toons. But the lunatics.
The hard work for him.
Acme sells any product that you can imagine, and Wile E is their most devoted customer, contributing up to 99% of its multi-billion-dollar revenue.
Thanks for the inherited wealth, Pops. Oh, don't worry, I'm spending it all in one place.
He's got an Acme Book of Magic, Acme Clonomatic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal Remote, which can pause, fast forward, and rewind a person through time.
Too bad half the stuff Wile E uses is intentionally sabotaged because Acme's board of directors is exclusively Roadrunners. My man cannot catch a break. but he sure can take some punishment.
No matter
Oh
the
my gosh.
severity of his failures, Wile E is still a Toon and can bounce back from just about anything.
He's been sliced, stabbed, squashed, exploded, melted, blasted.
Look at the Toon Force. Oh, we actually have a category for Toon Force. Let's go. Weather manipulation, exception for physics, fourth wall awareness, non-physical interaction, immersion, elasticity, shape-shifting, regeneration, hypnotism, exorcism, teleportation, possession. This dude does everything. Intangibility, manifestation, time travel, duplication, sealing, erasure, and many more. Size alterations. Holy crap. We have an entire category for Toon Force. We needed this so bad. That is rough.
Into a constellation and overall verbed for the last 87 years straight without ever actually dying. He once got fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up like it was nothing.
Oh, look,
Similar to the
speaking of Tiny
immortal
Toons.
Coyote of Sewetmuk legend.
He's also shattered the fourth wall tons of times and even left the comic page entirely to catch the Roadrunner. Yeah, so close.
This is exactly what I mean. Like, Toon characters are capable, apparently, canonically capable of doing this. Oh yeah, I'm tired of whatever's going on in the story. I'm just going to the real world.
Believe it or not,
Slap
there is
the
actually
creator.
a biological reason for these abilities. Looney DNA. Every Toon's got it, not just the Looney ones. And it's what lets them survive fatal damage up to being fully erased off the page, essentially dictating their personal slice of reality to whatever is funny.
Like how gravity only affects the Coyote when he looks down.
Toons are immune to the laws of physics as we know them.
That's why Wile E developed a counter to this immortality, the Looney DNA Dissolver, which leaves Toons vulnerable to fatal wounds the same.
What is this show? Hold on a second. This isn't classic Looney Tunes. I mean, this isn't classic Tiny Toons. Is this like some kind of spin-off remake and they're like trying to like retcon a bunch of stuff?
way we are, yet again, so close. You can't say he
Looks
hasn't
new,
tried
yeah.
everything.
It was Wile's experience as a veteran Toon that landed him a
Slap
job
the creator.
at
Meet
Acme
Michael Jordan.
University as department chair of the School of Hard Knocks, teaching up-and-coming Tiny Toons how to use their abilities.
Okay, so
New Tiny
Naruto.
Toons?
And just like Naruto's jutsus, Toon Force works like an actual power system, with more experienced Toons like Wile who are more powerful than their younger counterparts.
And that means Wile should be capable of replicating feats and
Tiny
abilities
Toons is so
performed by
90s.
any other Looney Tune, like traveling between different mediums or altering the plot of the cartoon he's in.
And my favorite was the time Plucky Duck used Marvin the Martian's matter transmogrifier to suck up the entire universe.
And then suck up the animator animating his universe.
And then suck up the animator's universe for good measure.
Wiley's got a cushy 10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive for an abject failure at
Oh
his
my
life
God.
mission. He's helped stop a meteor
Yeah,
from
it's
destroying
insane.
Earth.
Hold on. Apparently, one of the feats of Wile E. Coyote blew up the sun. Oh, Sephiroth did that. Grew to the size of a planet. Gurren Lagann did that and more. Turned into a constellation twice. Gurren Lagann did that. Survived an impact of the size of North America. Holy smokes. Withstood smashing a portion of the moon. Donkey Kong did that, ironically. Matched the Roadrunner's immeasurable speed. Scored on the, Roadrunner is often being compared to like one of the fastest characters in existence, often being in competitions with Sonic and the Flash. It's not even a competition. I think the Flash is the most broken one because of comic book stupidity. And then scored on the Monstar and Don Shiado. Wait, what's Monstar? Is it not like the Monstar? Is it Space Jam? Also hunted Roadrunner, Bugs Bunny, Marvin the Martian, Energizer Bunny, and the Geico Gecko. Fucking insurance as well is not free from the Wile E. Coyote.
Beat the Monstars in basketball, and even, oh snap!
I have not
Caught
seen Space
the
Jam 2.
Roadrunner! Oh wait, never mind. So damn close.
According to 1977's Tweety and Sylvester issue
Oh, we're looking-
67, Wile
we're looking
E.
back.
Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,776,842 times. Scaling to the present, that's over 10 million failures.
That takes dedication, or maybe self-destructive stubbornness. Too blinded by bird lust to see the forest for the trees.
But Acme's intentional malfunctions and Coyote's recklessness don't account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else, something grander, otherworldly, standing in the way of our furry friend's salvation.
Wiz, there's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
And by
I believe so.
God, we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones.
The guy that created him and helped forge the Looney Tunes into how we...
Are we power scaling the old man as well? Are we power scaling the creator?
Jones established several rules for their animated shorts that superseded Coyote's reality warping tune ability.
Rules that cover his obsession,
Come on
faulty
and
products,
slam.
and the
I'm
fact that
welcome
no
to the
outside
jam.
force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained.
God nerfed Wile E. Coyote. In all our years making
God-
that battle, we have
God
never
nerfed.
seen a handicap like that.
But what else can you expect from our fanatical furry failson? He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for Wile E. Coyote.
I'm gonna be real. I don't want to make predictions yet, but Wile E. Coyote kind of OP. I don't think Tom has done a lot of this. Tom attempted in the train. That's all I know. That's all I can remember. And then I'm like, hold on a second. Where's Tom going with this?
The year was 1939. War raged in Europe between the British Tommies and the German Jerrys. As the beleaguered English made their miraculous escape from
No
the German
brain fight.
encirclement
Hell yeah,
off the
Toon
coast
Force,
of
baby.
Dunkirk, one might have called the battle a game of cat and mouse.
Oh wow, is that actually? We're looking this up.
Regardless of their names'
Dead
origin,
battle joke.
William Hanna and Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed kings of
Oh my god, the style of animation and the style of like the art is so drastically different through times. Also, we got the background here. Thomas D. Jasper. Yo, we got Jasper. We got second Jasper on the stream. Birth year 1940. The breed is British short hair, inspired by a certain rubber pirate. Wait, what? Luffy? Monkey D. Luffy. Wait. Inspire a certain rubber pirate. So are you telling me that Monkey D. Luffy is inspired by Tom and Jerry? Is that like real fact, like by the creator? Oda? There are satellites named after Tom and Jerry. No, we're breaking Toon Force in here. It's going to the real world. We can just get one of these satellites to fall on the Acme studio. Apparently, I don't know what they're gonna go with this lore. Has a lookalike cousin who is scared of mice. Filled in for Alice in Wonderland, Sherlock Holmes, Wizard of Oz, and more. Oh yeah, I've seen these kind of stories. It's movies. There's like a billion movies of like Tom and Jerry in Titanic, Tom and Jerry in The Wizard of Oz. It's like what? It's like Scooby-Doo being everywhere in movies. Tom and Jerry's huge in Japan. Oh yeah, I know about that. Japan has a big fascination for like Tom and Jerry, the Minions, and Lilo and Stitch. Gear Fire Luffy. It's like inspired by Tom and Jerry. That's insane.
slapstick comedy.
The formula is simple, and we all know it. Tomcat chases Jerry Mouse around the house. Brutal, bone-shaking,
But I wonder if it's like official.
that in my balls. Violence ensues, and Tom is reprimanded by Mammy Two Shoes.
Who is, let's say, very much from the 1940s.
And if you're like me, all you wanted to see was Tom wipe that smug smirk off that little rat's face. Despite my well-documented hatred of cats,
Jerry is, there's like so many like little lores of like Tom and Jerry. Some are saying like, oh yeah, like the real reason why Tom is fighting Jerry, and it's because, you know, no, the real reason why Jerry bullies Tom is so that Tom can have a house. And then there's other lores that it's like, yeah, Tom is, we think that Tom is the bad guy. Tom is the good guy here. He's like protecting the house from mice and vermins.
even I've got to cringe at years of propaganda to convince us to side with the filthy, flea-ridden rodent over man's second best friend. Oh, big yawn.
House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators. They can run up to 30 miles per hour, leap 6 feet high, and despite being commonly perceived as nocturnal, they're actually crepuscular and hunt in the dawn and evening.
Tom specifically is a British shorthair. They're strong,
Fast and
stocky
furry.
Roman cats bred to withstand
Nice
harsh
one.
conditions. And for Tom, harsh conditions is an understatement.
I love these little things. I remember seeing on Twitter, like they actually sell. I think they sell it. I think it's real, but they sell like little gachapon in Japan that is like Tom and Jerry in different like shapes like this. It's like cute Tom, or there's like a accordion Tom, or like Tom with a hole in the chest, and they're kind of cute. Not gonna lie.
Tom has collected a crazy
Like
assortment of
Bichungus.
weapons in his war against mouse kind.
I am not
For
doing
sure,
against
most
Bichungus.
of
I
it
think
is
it's
the
funny.
stuff you can find around the average American
Jeez,
household, like
Arsenal. I am not reading this. They can carry everything. I'm reading the Toon Force.
baseball bats, lead pipes,
And guns, lots and lots of guns. But he's got wackier things like a magic wand, a
That's what I like
RoboCat,
about it.
vanishing
They're
cream,
just like,
and a
yeah, I'm
smart
tired
cat
of this.
that
Just
gives
bring
him
in a
all the
gun.
knowledge in the
Screw
world.
I'm
Screw
partial
the
to
rules.
the sword of light and dark, which severs you from your own shadow, or the rewind remote, which can move your victim backwards.
Freaking
through
Gengar
time.
from
And you
Pokemon.
can't forget the cat car and cat jet, spelled with K's, of course, but just the cat part.
Tom's arsenal is heavily improvisational, which fits his quick thinking in fights over Thanksgiving turkey. Though he often loses his bouts with Jerry, it's not usually because he's dumb or incompetent. Rather, he's just
I keep laughing. Yeah, you're so right, Lucas. Everything is like a screenshot that can be like memified. I like this one in particular. Hold on, where is it?
loses his bouts with Jerry. It's not
I don't know. We got the freaky Sonic face on Tom.
usually because he's dumb or incompetent. Rather, he's just genuinely outplayed.
And even in defeat, he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken, shattered, melted, and vaporized to dust.
Toon
And
Force,
survived.
baby.
Well, mostly. Tom
This is
actually
gonna
has
be a
kicked the
tie,
bucket
I
multiple
think.
times, but little known cat fact, he has 9 lives, as established in the episode Heavenly Puss.
Oh, this was conducted.
Don't say it, SAIN. Don't say it. I'm just gonna let this one pass. It wrote itself.
In some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode.
Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that just restores them.
Or he can physically go get them back from hell. Where all cats go.
Extremely
Fucking
hardcore
cat.
for a tune, but
There we
there isn't
go.
much of
Here's
a
what I want to see. The Toon Force. Hammer space, elasticity, physics exemption, shapeshifting, regeneration, cloning, teleportation, fourth wall awareness and manipulation, levitation and fly. It's almost the same as Wile E. Elemental manipulation, dimensional travel, 9 lives, reality warping, soul scanning, sentient art, non-corporeal interactivity, imagination actualization. What the fuck is that? I had never heard. I mean, I know what it is by reading it. It kind of makes sense. It's like manifesting image into reality. Like if I'm hungry, I'm just gonna think of a piece of meat and then, oh, it's real now. It's actually real. And then whole movement, extreme temperature resistance. What in the hell? Also, with raining rings.
limit to what Tom can do. He can clone himself, levitate in the air, make his imagination real, and even break the fourth wall and enter the real world.
Yeah, if you only watch the classic cartoons from the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild, much like the actual inspirations for their names. Thank you, Google.
Oh, you're still on this?
Dodoy Whiz. They were actually named after the two characters in Pierce Egan's delightful life in London, Jerry Hawthorne and Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to the stage with the title Tom and
Jeez.
Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young, drunken rabble-rousers.
This is what they say, that cartoons are like satanic. We evaluate this now with a lens, and I was like, what's the inspiration? Okay, I see it. And now, what do? Oh yeah, character can go from hell and get a life.
One could, in fact, say that many rabbles were roused the times Tom destroyed a planet.
Oh yeah, the feats. Hold on. Lifted the sun. Wait, this one can lift the sun, and Wile E. Coyote can destroy the sun. Obliterate a planet-busting asteroid. Holy smokes! Forget Gurren Lagann. We need more Toon Force in here. Ruined several countries with his vehicle. Dodged lightnings and lasers. Ran past 2X exosystems. Launched into space by an explosion. Took Jerry's punishment for over 80 years. Defeated Jerry Butch The drop Droopy and the Abyss. The fuck defeated Yu-Gi-Oh cards and monsters.
Asteroid lifted up the sun and was blown up into a constellation, and he was just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay.
He tanked an explosion that launched him through time to the Stone Age and has run through space
This
at
could be
massively
relate.
faster
I'm
than light
learning so
speed.
many new
That
words.
shouldn't be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats for over 80 years now. But what may surprise you is the fact
Big
that at
chungus.
the end of the day, they're actually friends.
And they've worked together tons of times to save the day, like when they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling, find her way home. Oh, that's a nice end to their story.
Don't you believe it? Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry Chase.
Uh-oh.
Long ago, the warrior god, Lord of Sichuan, Erlong Shen, battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain. Leading
This
the
is from a
goddess-
gacha game, by the way. If you didn't know this, in Japan, since we're talking about it earlier, like Tom and Jerry have a gacha game. What the actual hell, indeed? No, it's real. It's legit. They have a gacha game where like characters are like part of the heavenly principles and angels and Valkyries. There's like a Valkyrie Jerry and everything like that. It's like fucking Greek mythology mixed with Northern mythology and all kinds of themes to it. I think so. Maybe I'm misremembering it, but I know that I saw an angel Jerry with like that looked like very godlike. You saw one right there. They what? Yeah, they freaking do. It's insane.
Celeste to declare the two the strongest warriors in the realm. And they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the tree of life, whose branches encompass all of time
This is
and
the real
space.
lore of Tom and
Banding
Jerry.
together, these
I
warriors
forgot.
used the
I was like almost doubting they were just gonna go with the cartoon, maybe some comics, but they're going with the games too.
star element to dispel the darkness and save the universe.
What the fuck?
While it may sound completely insane, it is. Chase is a Chinese mobile gacha game whose lore is
Oh, it's
not
Chinese.
entirely in keeping.
Look at this fucking, what in the hell am I looking at? Okay, there's little to suggest that Tom and Jerry MGM multiverse contains an infinite cosmos within. However, the tree of life must at least encompass the heavenly abyss and earth realm as the darkness threatened all of Chase's world. What did I just read? This is Tom and Jerry lore. What in the name of Kingdom Hearts? Isn't this like Sky Striker? Or some other godlike entity? They use these for analysis, but zero mention of the multiverses is wild. Maybe they should have. We'll see about that.
With the spirit of the source material. However, it is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, which means we have to include it in our research.
So that the gods may grant us mere
Oh,
mortals
this picture.
some heavenly push.
No!
Friendly rivalry aside, though, Tom has actually managed to catch the little rat
Heavenly
fair and
puss.
square a
Don't
few
say it,
times.
Sain.
My count of the original
Don't
shorts,
say it.
19 times.
I could watch him on repeat forever. Too bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze.
Well then, you're in luck, because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the
You
namesake
think
for
so?
a famous
Nah, I don't. Maybe not, because remember, we made when we were watching the Gurren Lagann video. So Fool's Arcana in the chat said, "Forget Wile E. Coyote. Can Tom and Jerry beat Simone?" Maybe, maybe not, because we talk about how Simone from Gurren Lagann is capable of evolving. What is the impossibility? And it can also break the fourth wall to the point that there's actually a story where Simone is just like a manga artist. So Simone is literally like the artist, just like the real people that we have been seeing in these videos. So Simone can go beyond the impossible and evolve even further. So it could be like infinite times 10, infinite times infinite. So Gurren Lagann is stupidly strong.
Christmas cocktail.
Because there's no better way to get
TOON versus
absolutely
BS.
trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
But they're both fighting, right? Are they both fighting Wile E.
Guess
Coyote?
what? Death Battle has merch now.
That's right, Boomstick, and you can pick some up for
Yo!
yourself on our brand new website, deathbattle.gg.
Just click
That's
the
cute.
merch tab at the top. We've got mugs, stickers, shirts, and more.
I'm partial to the official researcher's notebook. I promise it's not a death note. See, it says so right on the cover.
Sure. There's also exclusive merch for website members, like my beer cooler, which keeps my beer nice and cold. And I guess, theoretically, other beverages too.
Then there's the limited time Game Over tee, which won't be available much longer, so if you want it, go grab it quick.
We'll be releasing more stuff throughout the year, so check back for updates. Picking up an item or two really helps support independent Death Battle, so we want to say a big thank you to everybody that's
It's just
already
1v1?
placed an order.
Head over to deathbattle.gg
Let's see.
and pick the piece of Death Battle
Because it
swag
said
that's
Tom
right
and
for you.
Jerry.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a Death Battle!
Let's get wacky, baby. Domestic cat. Oh, Tom started with a nerf. Graded Roadrunner. Oh yeah, Roadrunner was the one who started this thing. The whole like, was it that Latin? Right. Oh, okay, so they're separated. You cost me my dinner. You should get something different. Oh my god, they're using those knives. It's like, Among Us? Sus? I saw that.
Come on, you apes! You wanna live forever!
We're going with war propaganda already. I love that too. I love all the little hints and jokes. The fat lady. Madam Astro Projection Physical Edition. Oh, okay, of course. No! Okay, they're nerfing this character so hard. Already died 8, 9 times. Dear Lord. It must have taken a while to write the script for this, not gonna lie. Oh, okay, they're getting out of YouTube. Oh no! They're coming my way. Hold on, I have Toon Force. Looney DNA Dissolver. Oh, that can kill them both instantly. No Looney, no power. They just become regular cat, regular coyote. Oh, they're about to die.
Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
That's it? Wait, that's all. But he won, technically.
Oh, thank God
Okay.
one of them actually died this time. I mean, no! Animal cruelty, no!
Considering coyotes eat cats, I'm not surprised.
While both Cat and Coyote were incredibly powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses that could be exploited, especially by each other.
BS?
Let's first talk their stats.
Let's hear about. Let's hear them out. I'm also kind of skeptical because they talk about like, you know, the heavenly whatever abyss and all that stuff and the power of the sun. But at the same time, I noticed something when they were both filled with the freaking liquid, the anti-Looney Tune juice. Wile E. Coyote still had some Toon power, but not Tom. Like the Toon power existed in one of them, but not the other. Even when getting hit with the anti-juice.
Threatening phenomena, but comparing Wile E to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe, but their animators as well.
And while Tom could move faster than light, Wile E could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a car fast enough to travel through time. That's immeasurably fast, and much faster than Tom. Wile E gets the edge in stats.
Wile E's arsenal was a bit better too, believe it or not.
Oh yeah,
that's the devices that have been shown to malfunction,
but then
he still
Tom has like powers, like magic.
The biggest being the Looney DNA dissolver, which could render Tom's cartoony healing factor moot and end the fight.
While Tom has never been shown to have Looney DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules.
Looney Tunes have been erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the dissolver works on any
it was a fun battle, hell yeah.
Just the Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile E is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wile E's engineering and scheming genius were often defeated by his own ego and stubbornness. Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge
definitely. Like, you know, Tom has like way more W's in the show, but I still think that Wile E. Coyote has an edge in being more smarter. I don't know. Maybe there's something else that I haven't calculated with Tom.
One other big advantage. He doesn't have God nerfing him.
And that's the big question. Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile E's narrative-enforced bad luck and see the DNA dissolver backfire against him?
That bad luck is a core part of Wile E's character as a cartoon. So
they
let's
can still
call
both
it
win.
his, Toonliness.
To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place. Space Jam.
Where Wile E yet again fails against the Roadrunner.
How does Michael Jordan affect this?
Of the movie, the Monstars, he actually scores.
And scores again in the sequel, more than anyone else. But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen. Right?
Throughout his entire history, Wile E's cosmically ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing the Roadrunner or other tunes the plot bends around like bugs, because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for, Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons.
And even then, looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades, even during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile E couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA dissolver.
Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention, a direct violation of Chuck Jones's limitations on the Coyote.
And especially when it's the only thing that either one had that could kill the other.
I feel like they did Tom a little dirty with the whole like, oh, a house fell on you, that can kill you, but a meteor can fall on you and that cannot kill you. Come on.
These narrative impediments, despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill Wile E, whereas Wile E's superior strength, speed, and looting arsenal ensured his victory.
Wile E gave one hell of a chase and left Tom Jones in for a rematch.
The winner is Wile E. Coyote.
Next time on Death Battle.
I take it. I'll take it. Honestly, to me, it makes sense. Wile E has like some stupidly strong like arsenal and everything. The catch that gave Coyote the win. You think so? There might be a loophole. There might be a scenario where Tom can win, but for sure, like I still believe that I think Wile E. Coyote had the edge. And also, wait, hold on. Who's next? Ayo.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Spider-Man versus Deku. Oh no, we're getting comic book versus anime here. Oh, this is it's already so easy to figure it out. Which Spider-Man though? Deku beating? No way that I have someone in the chat saying that Deku is gonna win. You're crazy. Well, I guess we have to find out later.